Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, excuse me.
Why are you froggy?
All of a sudden, been fine all day.
And
Come
then
to record, boom.
I always get
gross.
very puggy when we go to record. Like I'm always all of a sudden like
Hyper aware.
I don't know. No, I just get like snotty, and then it's like that probably sounds so good on the microphone.
Oh, it totally does. You know, there's like a fetish or something out there for somebody like that.
There is, yeah. There's a for everybody, and we know it.
Oh, but hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going.
Hello, everybody.
We're back again.
We're back. We're trying to do anything we can to not go outside.
Yeah, it's like 105 in Colorado. So
It's literally hotter than Satan's asshole right now.
I should have done something like more fun and like out of. It's been like, we're gonna go cool off in the Arctic, but no, we're still in Colorado today for our case. So don't worry, we're still hot. Yes,
It's hot. You guys, we are the Corkycrime sisters, y'all.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh. We are the podcast of two sisters who actually like to hang out with each other.
Yes, it's my favorite time of the week.
We like to talk about some crazy shit, though.
Yeah, talking about a cold case today.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Have an adult beverage or two or
3 or 4, or she's drinking for me because I am with child.
still. Nothing that has not changed since last week.
No, we got a lot of time till that changes.
That still pregnant bitch over there is Taylor.
Oh my gosh. The lady that has to remind me over there is Nikki.
I'm so sorry. I'm so happy you guys to be getting a baby again in the family. I'm like I said last week, I'm so glad it's not me.
Oh, sorry
there's
guys. That was a weird sound.
What are you doing?
I was just tightening it. My arm was getting flaccid. So it was just like the more I tried to fix it. I've recently finished the first book of Good Girl's Guide to Murder because you told me about it. Started the second book, and this isn't too much of a spoiler if you haven't like listened to it.
I told you were going to get to like several more twists and turns.
Oh my god.
It's great.
First book is amazing. I'm just starting the second book, but she has a podcast in the second book, and they play her intro song, and I was like jamming to it. I'm like, why do I love this so much? It sounds a lot like our intro song.
Yeah.
it's like spooky, but like EDM techno.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I love it.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I was like,
great.
yeah.
It's great. And then they turned it into a show too.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet because I don't want to like watch unless they only did it on the first book.
The first season is the first book. The second season that just came out is the second book.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm having a hard time getting into the second one only because I have no idea where it's
going
to go.
It's good.
I'm sure it is good.
Yeah.
They tied everything up in the first season like pretty nicely, or book, I should say. So it's one of those things where you're like,
what's
more?
here?
This girl needs a break, man.
Yeah, it's good.
It is good.
But anyway, you guys, it's Tay's turn this week. I'm so excited. I get to just sit back and drink my bevy, which, by the way, today I am drinking Dos Equis again, brought to you straight from Mexico.
Woo.
And Taylor is drinking
A cherry Pepsi.
So on that note,
Yamas. I need something fizzy. Can you hear it? Barely.
So what do you got for me today, Tay? I'm so excited. I just get to sit and chill.
I have had this one on the docket for a hot minute now, and I'm very excited about it. Not excited. That's not maybe a great term. I should stop saying that. But literally, as of like 4 days ago, there has been someone coming forward about this case.
Yes, I saw that.
Yes. And I told you about it because I was like, I just have to tell someone, not that you really know what this case is too much about, but I was like, I need someone to know that this is happening right now because
it popped up on social
Yeah.
also. So even if you had not told me about it,
you would have seen it.
I would have seen it, but yeah.
Well, and that's kind of how I found this case. It's actually, I have to give it to his family. It's going to be a missing persons case that's still unsolved from Colorado. Well, I will tell you all about it in a minute here. But his family has been so relentless in their search for him that's how I even found out about this case. Is it was just like a Facebook group popped up and it was like, come be a part of this group. I was like, sure. And that's how I've been following it for a couple of years now, even, I think.
Wow, that's cool.
So I'm going to tell you about
Yeah.
the missing persons case of Christopher Abeyta.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yes.
I have to remember to breathe, though. I'm still getting used to being in here too. It still is like we're trying to find our groove in here. Still, I feel like.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, we have a light now. It's not like the ghetto '70s light.
First of all, that light is not ghetto.
It's like ghetto's a bad way to put it.
It's just
interesting,
very outdated and interesting.
Yeah.
Like this couch.
Yeah.
Which I did get a shout out of, like, is that my couch?
Is that my couch? And I'm like, no, sir, you know nothing. Okay, so let's start this off with, again, we are going to be in Colorado, specifically Colorado Springs.
Okay, been there.
This is, been there, done that. We're going all the way back to 1986.
Been there too.
Yes, you have, actually. Old bitch.
I know. Fuck.
7-month-old Christopher was the youngest child to Gil and Bernice Abeyta. I feel like right when we came back from our hiatus, didn't we have a Bernice? Maybe that was just a name back then.
Maybe.
I thought that was like our Ed Gein episode or something.
Either Ed Gein or the lady that I covered.
Belle
Guinness. Yeah, and her name, she changed it to Belle, so maybe that was more.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
I just remember Bernice, and I remember being like, Bernice, come on, man. But this Bernice is fine.
I hear that name, and I think of a Burmese mountain dog.
Same. Because that's like my dream dog. So he was the youngest child, but only 4 of the siblings and him lived together because there was a 14-year age gap between his siblings and him.
Okay, yep.
He was a total surprise, as you can imagine. Like, most people don't plan for that.
Been there also.
10-year age gap here. Like, they did not plan for me. I just said, bitches, I am here. Bernice, honestly, at this point in time, was like, I didn't think I could even have any more children. Like, I thought my body was not able to. Then along comes Christopher, cutie little guy.
Oh my God, if that happens to me, I'm going to be so sad.
There's been several times where like, maybe, and I'm like, girl, if this like happens for you.
No, I've said the same thing, right? Obviously, like if it happens, it happens. But that is not the plan. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. and that's kind of what they say is they obviously like was a surprise. Her husband was not nearly as excited about this surprise. It was not like on the docket or anything he was like super stoked about. But Bernice loved him. She was kind of one of those people that, like, you know, when you're like born to be a mom.
Yeah.
That was Bernice. Like, she was born to be like a mother.
Yes.
But Christopher was described as a smart, happy, and funny baby. And he's cute. I can show you a bunch of pictures. He was a cutie pie.
I saw a picture.
You probably did.
Very cute.
A cute little guy.
Blonde
like
hair, blue eyes.
Yeah. So going into their kind of family life, in March of 1986, Bernice noticed lipstick stains on the collar of Gil's shirt.
Gil, come on.
That's
do
like the
better.
most novice way of getting caught cheating, right?
Seriously. I was like, does that way even still exist? Because that's like all the country songs, what they sing about is like, that wasn't my lips color, you know, come on. It's so cliche.
I was going to start singing a song, but the only thing I could think of was, I had a barbecue stain on my white, and that's not even remotely close to the situation we're talking about.
Reba does it, where she talks, was it Reba?
I thought it was Carrie Underwood.
She says, mine's pink rose. No, it's the Judds. The Judds do it.
You went really far back. I was thinking of...
That's the time.
There's a song
that's the
called
age gap.
Dirty Laundry, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's the age gap. It's fine.
Okay. Either way, Bernice said, yo, Gil, WTF. Probably not like that. But she was like, hey, buddy, there's lipstick on your shirt. What's going on here? And they ended up separating because he had been having an affair, as we could imagine, based on the lipstick.
Well, yeah, because I mean, she's taking care of 4 kids. She ain't got time for an affair.
No, absolutely not.
That's very selfish of you, Gil.
I know. What the hell, Gil? Jesus. And she's postpartum. Think about that. 7 months postpartum.
There would be no divorce when in postpartum. You would be dead.
You'd be done for.
Done. Postpartum would get... I'm convinced that all those women that like on that show Snap,
they're all postpartum.
they're all postpartum.
She's a virgin, but she's postpartum.
But
and
she's
I know
postpartum.
it. That needs to be like, that can be like a defense.
Yeah, literally, it should be a defense because your brain is chemically altered. It's not. It's not good.
And there's an unfortunate case right now of Lindsay Clancy, who they are going through all this, and I do wonder if that case will set a precedent around postpartum anxiety, depression, psychosis, and what happens. But
yeah, look into it because it's legitimate, and this I find myself torn in that situation whether to feel sorry for her or not, but
The children are the ultimate victims, and that's the shitty part. But we can get into that one maybe a bit later.
Yeah.
But Gil moved out of their Colorado Springs home and moved to Pueblo.
Okay.
But
that's a downgrade.
Yeah, I was going to say, who goes to Pueblo? I mean, maybe I don't know what Pueblo was like in 1986, but like being a Coloradan, you don't go to Pueblo voluntarily.
Not if you can help it. Although we just tried to go to Pueblo, or we were trying to get into Pueblo. It doesn't matter
It's
anyway.
True.
So we can't really say much.
But Gil was around often to visit his family back in Colorado Springs to see the kiddos. And so luckily he wasn't one of those dudes that just like pieced out. He was around still.
Okay.
That was March, but by July, the two were starting to actually settle and like reconcile over this affair.
Okay.
Which good for you guys. I mean,
if you can work it out, you can forgive him, all the things.
Totally.
Do you, boo?
Yeah. So
if you want to hate him forever and kill him, do you, boo, on that one too?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Just my opinion.
Just my PTSD from my postpartum.
Yeah, seriously, she's like, no. But on July 15th of that same year, Gil was actually visiting the home, and he had decided to stay the night for the first time since the two had separated back in March. Okay. So big night for the family. They were hanging out. Christopher actually had taken his first steps that night.
Aww.
At 7 months old, that's insane, by the way. I will say in this case, so if I get anything wrong in this case, I am so sorry, because there are official reports, but then there's a lot of anecdotal storytelling from his family. So, like, I never saw that he took his first step. They were just banging on the door. I'm like, are we okay?
You and I both just looked at the door like,
you just never know what's going to happen.
Is there a ghost? There might be some spooky souls in here. I don't know.
I guarantee there's spooky souls in here. This house has too much weirdness down here. Not like your old house. Your old house scared the fuck out of me downstairs.
The basement of our old house scared the crap out of me too.
Yeah, no.
But it's fine.
But there's a lot of anecdotal conversation around this from the family because they are so involved in the search for him. And so, like, I never saw like an actual report where it was like, hey, he took his first steps. I saw it from Denise, his sister, who was like, yeah, we were all hanging out. He took his first steps that night. So, like, if you don't find that in the official reports, that is why. Denise had actually even given him his first bottle ever that night, too, because he was exclusively breastfed, and she was she loved her brother. She was like, I want to give him his bottle. Cute. I believe she was 15 at the time. I think she was the next kiddo, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong, though.
Yeah, cute.
And she put him to bed and put him in his crib and got him all to bed. And so the crib was literally like by the parents' bed. He's only 7 months old, so a lot of people
still sleeping in the same room.
Yeah.
Get it? I can't get rid of mine after 2.5 years still. So
I just did it 3.
Yeah.
So like 4 days ago. So like
it's okay. I might be sad when she decides to not sleep with us anymore.
I was the first night. Then after that, I was like, man, I have so much room in my bed. This is great.
You're like, this is awesome.
So that all happened. Everyone went to bed around 12:30 a.m. in the morning. And the front door was actually unlocked because there were older kiddos that were coming home and nobody had a key. And at the time, it was at Colorado Springs. I mean, it was a safe neighborhood.
It was the 80s.
It was
a wild time, man.
Everyone wasn't like that worried about it. So the front door was left unlocked.
Although I would beg to say it was the 80s, more safe than now, but that is also, you've just come out of 2 decades of like crazy like serial killers being like announced and put on the map and all the things.
It is true.
So I would think that you might want to be a little more cautious, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think about that. It's wild to me only because I mean I was a 90s kiddo, but like we always locked the door anyway. Like that's never been something that's been like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like even, I don't know. So I just find that very interesting. I'm going to take a sip of my bevy. Hold on. Something just to note, and I have not found a reason why this really matters other than possible alibi, is Gil that night actually called his secretary to check if he had any meetings for the next day. Because he originally, like I said, wasn't going to spend the night. This was kind of we're reconciling. He decided to. Oops. Sorry, guys. So he was checking on his meetings.
Okay.
At 6 a.m., Bernice woke up and realized her baby Christopher was not in his crib anymore.
Dude. Oh.
I could not imagine. His blanket was the only thing left in his crib.
See, and at that point, I'd be like, did he crawl out of his his crib this morning? I don't know if like immediate panic would set in.
I don't think, I mean, it did and it didn't. Same thing. So she's frantically searching the house. She's like waking everybody up, like, help me find him. Like, he's not in here.
Yeah.
And so as they're searching the house, they realized the front door was partially open. And as they weren't finding any trace of him, police were called and they arrived at 6:45 in the morning, where they also searched the house. So they probably were searching for like 15, 20 minutes before they called, and took probably, you know what I mean? Like by the time police got there.
Don't love that.
The other thing they realized is police found that the basement window was open and the garage door opener was missing to the house. However, there was no signs of forced entry and nothing else was disturbed.
No, so it feels like somebody knew that they left stuff open.
Yeah, no, it sounds very targeted, right? Like, if there was a purse that was left out, nobody messed with that. And neighbors and the family, like, nobody saw or heard anything.
Yeah, so it sounds like somebody who knew.
Yeah.
Targeted them.
Or had been in the house before or something.
Yeah, came in with the sole purpose
of taking this kid. Which is crazy. And like, think about that. Like, what's freaky about that is like the room wasn't very big. The crib is right next to your
and the fact
bed.
that they didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck? That seems okay. Now I'm thinking it's okay. Keep going. Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it. An extensive search also happened around the surrounding areas of the home just to see, like, okay, is he to get outside somehow? That'd be insane for, a 7-month-old, but still, who knows?
Crazier things have happened.
Yeah, and they didn't find, like, any evidence of him. There is a lake very close to that house called Quail Lake. It's 3 blocks away from the Abeyta house. They drained it 3 weeks after he went missing as, like, another, like, effort to find him, and nothing was found in there. So, turning up like nothing, like no evidence or anything.
He's like, I'm 7 months old, bitches. I learned to walk. I'm out of here.
I took my first steps. I'm done. I'm running away. Yeah, right?
Oh,
I know. I couldn't even imagine. And these are always harder cases to tell because we are parents and like we get it. But like the resiliency this family has is one of the reasons I really wanted to tell it. So it's not covered very much. Honestly, there are podcasts about it, like some good ones too, but I thought we would put our hat in the ring. So I don't know.
Yep.
I have pregnancy brain so bad today, dude. Like my brain is not working.
Good thing you have notes.
I got notes. I got lots of notes. The first suspects, of course, are the family, right?
Yeah,
that's how it always starts, or the husband, or yada yada. There were like,
what about the person Gil was having an affair with?
We're gonna get there.
Oh, okay. I just thought of her.
We don't want to talk about her.
Him. I don't know. Maybe
It was the 80s.
Maybe she was being
Just kidding.
Maybe she was jealous. Jelly.
We're gonna get there.
Oh, jeez.
The problem
I
was
foiled the whole thing. I've solved it, everybody.
it's all done. Well, you might have. You should hold on. I full-heartedly believe the family didn't have anything to do with it. Like, after everything I've done, every rabbit hole I've gone to, I have scoured that Facebook page, Reddit posts. Like, this
all
is
of it. Yeah.
one of the deepest dives I have done onto a case, and I don't think they had anything to do with it. But you know how we always joke about, like, if Scott Peterson is innocent, he is just, like...
the most unfortunate, unlucky human on the earth.
Like, all these things just look really bad, even though he didn't mean them to.
Yeah.
Only if he's innocent. I actually don't think he's innocent, FYI, but, like, it was always that joke when people are saying, oh, he's innocent. I'm like, yeah, he's just super unfortunate. But I actually think, like, a lot of the things that look suspicious were just, like, really unfortunate circumstances around the family. So, the things that were kind of happening is that, again, this was the first night Gil had stayed over.
Yeah.
That's freaking weird.
Yeah.
Right? Like, especially, like, kiddo's just gone after separation. Who knows what resentment is there, especially if you're looking at it, like, from an investigator.
Yep.
The crib was on a wall as far from the bed as possible, but they also talked about, like, the room being really cluttered, which was interesting. Like, wouldn't you think you'd be knocking things over if you're, like, sneaking in to steal a child? And they were also super suspicious, like, nobody heard anything. Like, no?
Yeah, like the parents, like the baby was. Now look, if you are out and you're getting a good night of sleep, who knows, right? Like maybe you don't hear anything.
Right.
But also being,
Whoa.
cheers.
Yeah.
Yamas. Being new parents again after that amount of time. I don't know. I feel like my senses would, when the girls were little at that age, any little noise, and I'm like,
I'm still that way, honestly, now with Everly. So,
yeah. Oh, same.
yeah. And there's some other things that will pop up throughout the investigation that's like, that's kind of a little weird. But, like, it's one of those things where, like, cumulatively it doesn't look great, but, like, singularly it's kind of benign. But as Gil was being interrogated by the police, he told about the affair right away. He wasn't hiding anything about it.
That's good.
And he also was honest with the fact he was like, I wasn't super happy to have another baby. Like, this wasn't the plan. After 14 years, I wasn't the most ecstatic. And he was really honest about that, honestly.
But, I mean, that's good. That's the way you should be.
You should be. And the problem with that, those police then were like, hey, Gil, you got a motive.
Yeah.
And you have all the motivation in the world to get rid of that baby. Especially with all the affair and everything.
Not the baby, though.
Not the baby, though. And of course, he was like, no. Like, I had no part of this. And he passed a polygraph. No problem. Keep in mind, it was 1986.
Yes.
I don't know what polygraph technology was like back then. I do know it is still unreliable.
I was going to say, never take a polygraph, even if it makes you look suspicious, because they're inadmissible in court. We've said it before. We'll say it again. It doesn't really prove anything nowadays. No. You can take stress tests, all the things. They don't really prove anything. Anybody could be, I mean, if you're sitting at a station, excuse me, being questioned by the police, that's a stressful situation no matter what. So, yeah.
There's a lot that goes into that. I even, literally when I worked in my correctional facility and our boys would have polygraphs that they would need to pass that was showing that they were doing what they were supposed to be doing within the correctional system. They would have polygraph prep for a week or two before, and they would have to be told how to say things a certain way, otherwise it came back inconclusive. So
it's like you're being coached on what to say anyway. Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah. It's a really hard thing. So unfortunately, Bernice failed her first polygraph about it. And unfortunately was also given an inconclusive result on the second one she took.
Did they give an example of questions that were asked, or you don't know?
I did not see anything about that. I just saw.
Okay, but she's also a postpartum. I'm going back to postpartum.
I know.
Mother whose 7-month-old is missing.
Yes.
That is an intense situation regardless.
Yes.
And then you're going to throw in the fact that now you've got to take this test that would prove your innocence or not. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was saying about it. And so she was actually also on a medication following his disappearance as well, and she was not taking that medication at the time, and so that was also something that could change the baseline of your body.
Sure.
A lot of things that can happen, right? She claims that she was interrogated. She was ingratiated.
She's not even drinking, y'all.
Oh, natural over here. She was interrogated. Oh, my dear God. I'm done. Shoot me now.
Would you like me to finish your notes?
You do want to tell the story? Go ahead. It's all here.
You want to throw an audible and let me?
Jeez, I need celebrity shot.
Okay.
She was interrogated. She claimed she was interrogated by police for 6 hours.
Rough.
This is where they accused her of smothering Christopher and throwing him in Quail Lake.
Where is your basis for that if you didn't even find a body?
Well, I'm thinking
they did it before.
It was before they drained the lake, right? So still, she's like, no.
That's fucking rough.
Could you imagine being accused of that? And you're like, my kid is missing and you're accusing me of smothering him. And drowning him. No. Oh my God. Sorry, guys.
She is a mess today.
I am not doing well.
I am unwell.
I'm unwell. Bernice and Gil have never been cleared, but they've never been charged either.
Don't like that either.
I don't love it. Yeah.
Cool.
They're just kind of
in limbo.
They've always just kind of been in limbo. And
Great.
the more you see and hear and see the things they did afterwards, I don't think it ever was about clearing themselves. It was just about finding Christopher and advocating for families who were also going through that.
Sure.
There was a lot of theories and speculation about like what happened to this child, right?
Yeah, like where did he go?
Foul play was absolutely believed to be a part of it because they found no evidence of him just like wandering away. Again, only 7 months old. Like,
He barely started to walk.
you're not getting far.
Yeah, yeah.
So like,
If you've ever seen a kiddo who's just starting to walk, let alone just took their first steps, they are little drunken humans.
yeah, they're not getting far.
They're not going far.
They can't even open like doors and stuff.
Yeah.
Even if it was unlocked, how would he eat? So like,
There's a lot there. Unless there was like a dog door or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
I didn't see anything about a dog door, so no.
That doesn't add up. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Things like baby selling schemes, stranger abductions, child predators, and revenge theories were all looked into with no evidence to support any of them. But they were like, IDK, let's just figure something out to look into.
Well, yeah, because they're the police, right? So they're like, we have this situation. We have a 7-month-old that's gone missing. We don't want to be the ones that doesn't figure it out and gives
Right.
our community a reason to be even more upset or worried.
Yes. Exactly. So they were just trying to figure
Yeah.
something out. And like, the unfortunate part about this is like his family was like, hey, they didn't take this investigation seriously. Like, they were like, he was absolutely abducted. However, because of Bernice's failed polygraphs, she felt as though, or they felt as though, that they were being biased and were like, it's the parents, like it's the parents. And so it wasn't taken as seriously as it would have been had she passed those polygraphs. And they felt that like till the end. Unfortunately, Bernice and Gil are no longer with us.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. I know. But like they were like, no, like that was absolutely, that played such a factor in all
I mean,
of
I
this.
could see that, yeah.
Gil ended up quitting his job to focus on the search, and 2 of his sisters even took a semester off of school. And like I said, the family was so involved in this, traveling everywhere. They had a toll-free line for tips, and eventually they even formed an organization called Families of Missing Children Incorporated. So like,
Okay.
they traveled all across the country and even into Mexico to publicize the case and follow leads. Like they were like, I'm not just sitting back if I feel like the cops can't do anything about this, right? Because along with them not taking it seriously, they also felt like the Colorado Springs Police Department weren't equipped for this type of thing either. Like they had never had anything that required this depth of search.
Yeah, like this scale.
Right. Or the resources to call people in to be helpful.
I have a question.
Yeah.
And maybe you're getting to it.
Yeah.
But my brain just jumped to this. If they possibly, I don't know if they concluded this or not, but if they possibly think it's an inside job, right?
Yeah.
Somebody who knew them because there's no trace of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Did they start going through all the people in their lives and besides the girlfriend who might be scorned and think like, oh, maybe like this person had trouble getting pregnant or you know what I mean? Like, did we start a process of elimination of all the people close to them, the neighbors?
Yeah.
Anybody?
As far as I know, there's only been one person possibly named a person of interest outside of the Abeytas.
And that's
I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they had like talked to neighbors and things like that, obviously because they said they hadn't heard anything, but I don't think they really got super deep anywhere else. So, and I'm going to tell you about that person of interest and why we should take her seriously.
okay. I'm just jumping the gun. That just popped into my head,
you're
so.
good. And that's kind of why this case is so kind of like, yeah, it's like weird because you're like, you feel like you know what happened, but it's almost like, are the cops just doing nothing about this? Like, it's weird.
Okay.
The Abeytas, like I said, were so serious about this. They would like when they would follow people they thought were suspects in disguises. They sold their house and cashed in their retirements to aid in the search.
Oh, wow.
They hired private investigators.
Wow.
And it was estimated they spent close to $1 million in order to fund searching efforts for Christopher. So again, that's what I'm saying. Like, this family was in it. They were going to find him.
Why would they do that if they knew what happened to him and they had killed them or killed him themselves?
Exactly. Like that would be an extreme length to cover up your crime.
Yeah.
Like people don't
Especially
really do
$1 million
that.
$1 million now, but $1 million in the 80s.
And $1 million to, yeah, I mean that there was no, I don't believe they were made of a lot of money. Like that was retirements and houses and things like that. But they firmly believe he was abducted by someone that knew him, the family, their routines in the house. They actually still believe he's alive, and more than likely he doesn't know who he is or his true identity.
That makes sense.
And there have been possible sightings in New Mexico and Texas, which is part of like why we're hearing that they traveled a lot too to go to those places to follow up on leads and things like that.
Well, sure, it makes sense if you're part of some ring, right? Some child smuggling, whatever ring, black market. You're not going to stay in the country that they find you or that they take you from.
No. And there were just like, so there's weird coincidences that happen in this case, kind of like what I was telling you, just like some weird things. Bernice even went so far as to search like obituaries to see if there was a mom whose baby had died around the time.
See, she's doing the work herself. I was just asking something like that. Good on you, Bernice.
Yeah, she's like, is there anybody that's desperate enough to take my child? Like, let's just look.
Yeah, good on you.
Weirdly enough, the person who signed his birth certificate lost her baby and quit her job a day before Christopher disappeared. Super odd.
Don't love that. Have the police spoken to her?
I do not know. All I know is nothing came of that. Like there was no, like that didn't lead anywhere.
Great. So we don't know if they talked to her. That could have been a legitimate lead.
Yeah, I actually do not know if they talked to her. I'm going to be super honest.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, I know. I knew you were going to start getting mad.
Ugh. Because I feel like if this is stuff that like you or I or Bernice can look at and think of, and we're not even detectives.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe I'm just getting upset for no reason. Maybe they did. Please, somebody, if I'm wrong here, correct us.
Right. If I did.
If we didn't get that right, please let us know. But I'm just saying, like, those are things.
Again, I don't know if they were taking Bernice seriously. Sounds like the door stops. I don't know if they're taking her seriously.
Yeah,
is the problem truly. The lead family like theory that they had was that it was a lady named Emma Bradshaw.
Bum, bum, bum.
This lady crazy, bro. She's wild. She was a woman who had an affair with Gil, and she already had a history of break-ins in her background. Of course, they thought that she had motive because it was a way of getting back at Gil, of them not being together anymore, him reconciling with his wife, and, you know.
Yeah.
I hate this. On the night of Christopher's disappearance, she was actually trying to call Gil and tried to call him several times up until midnight.
And he just wasn't answering.
He wasn't answering. He's with his family. And they had broken up at this point.
Yeah.
So I imagine he was kind of like, no, I'm trying to reconcile with my wife. Like, it would not look good for me to answer this phone call.
See, this is why you have to be careful where you're sticking things.
Yes.
Because
you have no idea what
you don't
cuckoo.
know.
Just like you don't really want to flip people off nowadays either when you're driving. Like, you have no idea.
No, road rage is not a thing anymore. And if it is, like, you just don't know. Anyway.
Oh my God. We're going to figure that out and stop hitting it eventually.
Probably not.
Probably not. Weirdly enough, the family was actually receiving hang-up phone calls for 6 months leading up to the night that Christopher disappeared as well.
Oh.
Don't love that.
Don't love that.
No. They stopped the day before Christopher disappeared.
And how long were Gil and her?
It didn't sound like it was anything like
diddling?
long term. Again, he admitted to the affair in March and they were reconciling by July. So it didn't sound like any of this was like a long term thing.
Okay. But 6 months, I mean, that's what, 4 months? So 6 months. I'm just saying, like, that could, like, if they were involved for 6 months, then that could lead a little bit more.
She was just calling and hanging up on the family 6 months leading up to that. Her personally.
So they've confirmed that.
Yes, and I'll tell you about that. The phone calls actually stopped the day before the disappearance and resumed several months later, and they were traced back to Emma. They were traced to Emma, and another weird thing that kind of came of it was they wanted Gil to stay in contact with her.
In case she, like, was willing.
Let's have her running. As Gil is still communicating with her, she ended up asking Gil, like, hey, can you come to my mom's house to help me take out some trash? It's kind of odd, right? Well, Corky Christopher's missing. Gil ended up taking the trash. As they're going through it, they found phone records like showing that she had been calling them. And she'd actually been harassing his parents as well. So she was just kind of like harassing everybody.
So we're just a little cuckoo bananas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't love it. Great.
It is claimed by the family that her past was never pulled. Like, they never pulled records, reports, arrest records, anything. And she was never looked into deeply. She was in a civil case, because we'll talk about a civil case that does happen. She was named as a person of interest, but that was informal. That wasn't like specifically they came out and said this. Okay.
But still, why are we not looking further into her? She has means, motive. Like,
yeah, I know. This one makes me mad, honestly.
Okay.
Speaking of those reports we should have pulled, she was previously been charged with harassing and stalking a married man who was attempting to end a relationship with her.
Oh my God. Surprise, freaking surprise.
At one point, entering his home and taking family pictures off the wall. I know.
Okay.
Sitting outside of their children's school and threatening them.
Jesus Christ.
Miss Emma Bradshaw had spent time in mental health facilities in the 70s and 80s.
Sure. That makes
checks out.
sense. That adds up.
A weird note is that she is close personal friends with Larry Buchallo. I can't say it correctly.
Buchallo.
He was
Buchallo.
the Buchallo. That's probably so wrong.
Yeah.
But he was the former Pueblo sheriff.
Okay, but this happened in Colorado Springs.
It happened in Colorado Springs, but Gil lived in Pueblo, which is where they met. And Pueblo to Colorado Springs isn't that far.
But I mean, as far as who's looking into it, he could have
Ties.
ties.
He could have ties.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So,
but she's like, nah, I'm innocent. I'm still innocent. I'm an innocent little baby.
but what? I mean, okay, let's realistically, even with all of that, does not mean that she actually did anything to the kid. What it means is that the police should have definitely looked further into her. That's what that actually means.
Agreed.
Stresses me out. Why do we do this again?
I don't know. And I like to find the ones that really stress you out too. They're my favorite.
I know.
So let's continue to talk about the incompetence of the police, right?
Great.
They at some point destroyed most of the evidence they ever got from the house and everything.
Why?
You know, all that has been said is the family is just like, yeah, they were negligent and incompetent and just didn't take care of it. And that's what I was saying. I was talking about, like, they believed that they weren't experienced enough or resourced enough for this type of investigation.
Then you ask for help. You bring somebody in.
Yeah. And they didn't do that.
I feel like, and you know, I'm not anti anything any one way. But I feel like if there's a point in which that you, like, I feel like there's a lot of ego that happens around these types of things and police and stuff like that. And again, not all of them. So I'm not trying to, you know.
No, but there can
put
be
it all
around,
in one
like,
bucket.
It's my city.
It's my city. It's my jurisdiction. It's my, you know, but it should always be in the best interest of the victim and the families. So asking for help is like,
you think. The family is even
keep drinking.
Finish your drinks. The family is even claim that they never took any fingerprints or pulled any phone records.
And how would they know that though?
Because they're
fingerprints, yeah, you could see if they're
because they were the ones that went back to Emma.
And they figured that out.
Yes, through the whole trash incident. They were just so focused on the Abeytas that they were like, well, those are our people. The look she is giving me right now.
I'm trying. Go ahead.
Fast forward 10 years. Another weird thing that kind of happened around this case is in January of 1996, a 15-year-old boy attempted to kidnap an infant from a mall in Indiana. Did I just say Indiana? In Florida. Not even close.
Okay.
But the infant's mother was like screaming and chasing after him. So he was just like, ditched the child and was like, that, okay, fine. where police ended up chasing this 15-year-old and found out that he actually had an accomplice.
Wait, 15 or 10? I thought you said 10. Hold on. What happened?
10 years later.
10 years later,
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
15-year-old tries to take a baby. Mom screaming. He ditches
it.
the baby.
Got
Police
it.
chase said 15-year-old and figure out that he was working with a 34-year-old named James Bergeron. What's weird about this is because like it's not like Florida and Colorado are that close to each other.
Yeah.
But James's truck, the 34-year-old, was found to actually be was found to be registered to Christopher's brother Gail, who had actually sold him the truck but never changed registration.
And Gail lived in Colorado?
Yes. And this man, James Bergeron, was living in Colorado Springs at the time of Christopher's disappearance. Bought it off of Gail.
How much did we look into him? 0?
There are no other ties of him to Christopher's case. I know. So, moving even more forward in 2013, Emma filed a lawsuit against Christopher's family.
What the fuck, Emma? Go away. If you are not the person, go the fuck away. Have you not done enough to this family? Like, go away. What is your obsession this long after?
Dude, there's more. Because,
oh my God.
Again, this Facebook page, there's a lot of information in it.
Who is this Emma? Let's go find her.
We need to, dude. I've only been able to find one picture on the internet of her, which is crazy.
And she lives here still?
I don't know. I have no idea where she is now. But this Facebook page, like I said, it's run by his sister Denise, because Gil and Bernice are no longer here. And like Emma's even interacted with this Facebook page under like fake accounts and like was trying to interact.
Why are you holding on to this if you have nothing to do with it? Especially if Gil isn't even here anymore.
Right. I know. I don't know. I think he still was in 2013. I'd have to look.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But what's really crazy and interesting about it is that emails from Denise were sent to her place of work, and the Facebook post, that's what she was suing them for. She said it was defamation, and she was actually fired from her job over this. Yeah.
Sounds like a little bit of karma to me, but whatever.
What do I know?
Let's just fuck around with other people's lives and find out.
Weird side notes about all of this is there was actually a coworker who noticed she was wearing a wedding ring before she was fired. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm engaged to Gil. But then when this was brought up in the court hearings, she was like, no, I wore that ring because I was going to sell it to a friend. And that lady that asked me, she's just kind of nosy. And so I didn't want to tell her that I was selling the ring. So I just said I was engaged to him.
Bitch be cuckoo. Something is not right.
She's cuckoo bananas. And she also, like I said, there were fake profiles by her interacting with the Find Christopher Abeyta Facebook group.
Oh my God.
And a coworker saw her acting under, I believe the name was Jade. She claimed that Jade was her granddaughter's friend who had logged into her Facebook account, but recently committed suicide.
Oh, for the love of all that is holy. Just what the fuck?
I know. That's like,
Jade isn't even a good, fake name.
No.
It's a stripper name. Sorry, anybody who's named Jade that is not a stripper. That is not a diss to you.
There is no evidence that a small or a teenage child committed suicide either. This was just like her claim.
Oh my God.
You want to be more pissed?
I want her to go away.
Yeah, you want to be more pissed?
Yeah.
In November of 2015, a jury concluded she would be awarded $150,000 for her loss of employment.
I wanted to just grab this and start shaking it.
I know. Per the emails that were sent to her boss, not because of the Facebook posts.
Okay, let's think about this realistically. If they did send stuff to the boss and there's not really anything that substantiates it and backs it up, you definitely have a claim.
That's why I understand that they found it. But that's a lot of money. That might have been her salary, I guess, for a year or something.
But it still makes me want to lose it. Okay.
Oh, I know. It pisses me off. She even she's just weirdly around this case still. Nothing else. she just pops up, like I said.
She's like the fucking mosquito that won't go away.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's just like there.
I hate it.
But so far, 3 separate men until this week have come forward and had their DNA tested, and we're not Christopher.
Yeah, like they thought they could have been him. They were like, hey, whatever. Okay, but, and I'm going to let you finish.
Oh, but one came forward this week.
Literally this week as we are recording.
Literally like 5 days ago.
The last week of July of 2026.
Yes, and he walked into a bar in Colorado Springs, asked to charge his phone in there, and said, my name is Christopher. I believe I am the missing child, Christopher Abeyta.
Okay, and what's crazy about this, because this is the part I did see, if you guys go and...
The pictures.
We'll have the picture up.
I'll post it on there, don't you worry.
There is a side-by-side comparison of this guy and Christopher when he was 7 months old. It is uncanny. Now, does that mean that he's him? No. I'm sure they're going to do DNA and all that stuff to prove or disprove whatever in this situation as well. But if it's not him, they have a very crazy resemblance.
They do. What's interesting about it, because everyone's hung up on the fact that the age progression doesn't look like him. I think the difference is the man that we are now DNA testing, that they said will take several months to get the results back, which is so fucking obnoxious. He just looks weathered. He looks like he's lived a rougher life.
Which, hello, we don't know if he is still alive, what happened to him in that time.
No, and there are reports that his mother looks like Emma Bradshaw, possibly. But that's all word of mouth from Reddit, so don't take that seriously.
That's really gonna annoy me.
Yeah. So that's what's happening right now. We will update you once we find out anything about
that's crazy.
However that comes back. That would be insane if that was him after all this time.
That's crazy. But yes, that part I did see.
40 years old. Fuck. I know. What's really sad about that, like I had said, is Gil and Bernice have since passed away. His siblings are carrying on this search. Denise is a powerhouse that just continues to like push and push and push.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that case, and we've talked about it before on the podcast, when we were going to Dallas and doing different things in Dallas, and we kept ending up in that same cab. And he was a guy that his sister, same thing. His sister was taken when she was a baby.
Yep.
And
Melissa.
Yeah. And he literally had a book, a binder in his taxi cab of her information, the story, all of that. And he left it in there. And so when people would see it, they'd ask about it. They had a Facebook about it, all the things. Fast forward to 40 plus some years later, and they actually found her.
They found her. She was alive, and they were reunited.
And they were reunited. So it can happen.
It can, absolutely. And there's no evidence to suggest he's not with us still.
Yeah.
So I can understand why they're still kind of holding on that hope.
Dude, if it turns out to be Emma.
I know, bro. I'm so curious.
I really hope if it's her, they do not have to give, she doesn't have to.
What's the thought process? I'm going to take this child. Anyway.
But I feel like if it was her, don't you think that like people, and not trying to play devil's advocate, but don't you think that people would have like seen her? Because it doesn't sound like she, like if he walked into Colorado Springs, I mean, he's obviously an adult now. Doesn't necessarily mean that she is also still in Colorado.
Right.
But unless she moved out of state or something, who, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that somebody seeing her with him staying in the same state would be very likely.
Yes. I need to look at, there was a documentary that came out, or an interview / documentary, kind of like one of those news documentaries.
Yeah.
Came out like a couple years ago, I think, and they tried to go interview her at her home. I didn't catch where that home was at, but I wish I had looked a little closer at that. Currently, like I said, we're still searching. I've seen on multiple different websites, they actually have a true website for this, but it doesn't look like it's been updated in a while. So like, take this with a grain of salt. But I've seen anywhere from $100,000 reward to a $200,000 reward, depending on if you're able to give evidence that points them in any direction.
Yeah, information. That makes sense.
The other reason, not only is it crazy that this is happening now, where we're having a new gentleman come forward and be like, yo, it's me, bro. I'm here.
Yeah.
Is also that July 15th of this year was 40 years since he was kidnapped.
Oh, wow. So it's like...
It's all prevalent right now, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
If you have any tips, know anything about this, please call 1-800-THE-LOST with tips, or you can reach out to the Colorado Springs Police Department if you so wish to give your tip to them because you trust them. I'm not sure that. Or go to Denise. She's on Find Christopher Abeyta on Facebook.
Well, and I would hope that 40 years later, maybe some of those same people... maybe they're there, maybe they're not, maybe it's been switched over to different hands.
Yes, there's a new detective taking over. There was an initiative not long ago for the Colorado Springs Police Department where they got a new cold case team on things. So there is somebody new that is able to speak with you as well.
Okay, very good.
Fuck, it's done. Find Christopher. That's all I have to say. Is that your elbow? I was like, what was that? That sounded like it hurt. My brother.
That's the only bad thing about this 70s couch. It's solid freaking wood.
They made things differently back then.
Oh, well, good job.
Thanks.
Bean. I loved it and hated it all at the same freaking time.
Fuck Emma, dude. Like,
Fuck
go
Emma.
away.
Seriously, Emma, find a hobby.
Seriously, girl. It's not working out.
Okay, so are we ready to lighten the mood?
Let's do it.
I got it. Do you have our
I didn't really
or whatever we did?
What was that?
I
I was like, I don't know what you're saying to me. I don't think I have anything
Oh, I got you, girl.
exciting, like as far as
What was our thing? Yeah. Red.
That's
Red.
not it. That was just a
Red.
sound I had loaded already on my phone.
I love it. Okay. So, I have a lot of Floridian
Fucking
ones.
shocker, bro.
I love it.
What is in the air down there?
I don't know. A hurricane right now. No, just tropical storm. It's a little different.
yeah.
But anyway. Florida woman
Florida.
has been arrested after leading police on a low-speed chase in a stolen fire truck while wearing a tiara and singing karaoke. That is how I want to go down.
That's some good drugs. Like, what even leads to that combination of things in order for that to happen? That's what I need to know. A tiara.
Let's get into this. I love that she's wearing a tiara.
Yes.
I love that she's singing.
Yep.
And I love that she's like, oh, look at this big fire truck. Let me just get in it and go slowly. We're not. She has enough wherewithal to be like, I should not be driving this bitch fast.
That's like that guy that stole a forklift and was trying to run away. I'm like, this is not GTA. They're not just going to be like, meh.
We're going to let you go.
We're going to let you go. It's all good.
I love it. Okay. Woman.
Okay.
Now, this I find to be innovative, and I don't think she should have been in trouble.
I am pleading my case for this woman. Okay, I need you to know that I find that she should be innocent.
Yes.
Postpartum.
Yeah. Postpartum. Actually, I don't know if she was, but a woman fired after employer discovers she outsourced her entire job to her sister for 14 months. Sister was better at it.
Hey,
Innovative.
here's how I feel about this. If the job is getting done, why do you care who you are paying?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Especially if you can outsource it to the point where they don't notice. It must be a remote type of job or something.
Well, and not only that, but if her sister is willingly doing it for her, why do you care?
Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm like, wow. Put her in leadership.
Right.
Bump her right up to the top of that.
You should, right to the top.
Yeah.
She can delegate with the best of them.
Yep, that was good. That was good. Good on you.
Right? Floridaman detained at airport after body scan reveals 22 cans of Red Bull strapped to his torso. Says it was a long flight. This would be you. This would be you.
I kind of get it. Like, especially I'm not paying $15 for one Red Bull when I go anywhere.
I kind of get it.
But I'm thinking about that screen or like the picture they take of you when you're like going through security, and it probably looked like a bomb.
Right? Like the cans?
Yes. It's impressive.
It's impressive.
Whatever his flavor of choice was, like original, sugar free.
I mean, in the picture, it looked like original.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, there's all kinds now.
Oh, there's so many Red Bulls.
Peach, strawberry, whatever. All of okay.
Oh, Red Bull, my love. I'll be back for you.
Yeah, no, it's not my love.
I love Red Bull.
It's like Fireball. Short, tumultuous relationship for me.
That's fair.
Anyway, Florida man fined for holding unpermitted wrestling tournament in Golden Corral parking lot.
That sounds awesome. I want to get tickets to that. Could you imagine the clientele?
The clientele, stellar.
Oh my God.
In the Golden Corral.
Dude, I think that'd be fun.
It was a wrestling tournament.
You needed a permit?
Yeah, apparently you needed a permit for that.
Oh, that's just like in our neighborhood recently. They said that you have to have permits for garage sales. And I was like, little Linda May down the street is not like selling cocaine out of her garage sale.
That is so stupid.
Isn't that crazy? I know. It's a new thing. And I think there was like...
Why? Because the city wants their piece of it? Fuck off.
I think that was... And there's like very few outliers. There's somebody by us actually that we believe steals things and then does garage sales like often.
I'm not going to lie to you. It's funny that you say that. I recently was looking on... Facebook, of course.
Yeah,
and there's like a group that is like, oh, garage sale here, there, whatever. Yeah. And I clicked on one of them, and literally everything in their garage sale was brand new in a box.
Yes.
And I had that thought. I was like, what are these people like? Are they going places and stealing this stuff?
Yeah.
Or are they buying it like, say, at Walmart at a discounted rate and then selling it regular? Because if that's the case, whatever. But I saw that and I had those thoughts.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't feel like that's what a garage sale is, but okay.
Allegedly. When we talked to this lady the first time we saw her, she was selling a bunch of tools.
Okay.
And she was like, oh, my husband cheated on me, so I'm selling all of his tools. But then she continued to have tools, and we've been there almost 5 years now.
You're like, oh, so he's still cheating on you?
He's still cheating on you. You have
You're
more
still
tools.
selling his tools?
And so
I
that's
love
why
it.
feels icky. And I think they were trying to combat that, but that's one out of every 15 girls. I mean,
then you need to like
crack down on her.
Yeah, crack down on her and like follow the source.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, man undergoes 37 plastic surgeries and changes his name in attempt to date his ex again despite a restraining order. Okay, Emma 2.0.
Oh my God, yeah.
He actually looks hotter, I'm not going to lie.
Oh yeah, he does look better.
But come on.
Wow.
It's the male version of Emma.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, she would have done that, dude. At this point, that woman is determined.
I feel like she would have. Okay, and I'm going to finish on this one. This one chaps my puss a little. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, so we're going to end on chapping our puss for the whole episode. I love that.
Yeah, we're just going to keep it going.
Chaps my puss, the Christopher Abeyta episode.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
okay. A UPS employee stole a $160,000 diamond and traded it for $20 of marijuana.
Dude, come on. You could have gotten all the marijuana you ever wanted for that. At least be a better thief and tradesman.
Seriously.
Your barter skill needs some work.
I understand if you're just trying to like offload it quick because now you're like, fuck, I don't want to get in trouble. But you still got in trouble. So at least, like, what?
It's one of those things where like, dude, like the guy who got the diamonds, like, you're never going to, like, he was with his buddies, like, you're never going to believe the deal I just made.
Yeah. He thinks so the guy who stole it thinks he got a good deal because he's like, I wanted 20, but I got my weed.
Yep.
The other guy is like, this guy's fucking stupid.
So
you know what deal I got? But then he still has to figure out like how to offload it without.
Dude, the house is earthquaking.
We are earthquaking right now. Fuck?
I have no idea what's happening.
Oh my God, you guys, I think we have to go. We have to make sure my house is not like shaking down to the ground.
Down.
Okay, anyway, so yes.
That's insane.
And those are my Corky clippings.
Wow.
For you.
Good job.
People are stupid.
People are stupid. I have no other words. And
Every time we do Corky clippings, I'm like, people are stupid.
That's how it always feels. I'm like, you're just dumb.
What are you thinking?
Emma, go the fuck away.
Emma, go the fuck away.
We're done. And yeah.
And honestly, I kind of hope that this newest dude is
Me too.
the Christopher, because then it would put a 40-year
search to rest.
Yes.
And
then his family could start rebuilding and start
Yes.
healing and all the things.
Exactly.
So, on that note,
We'll see you next time, right?
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Let us know if there's anyone you want to talk about, anything you want to hear about. Thank you for comments on Spotify. You can leave comments. We're on
Yes.
Spotify, Apple, YouTube.
And we do appreciate all of your comments. We appreciate being, if there's corrections.
Even if we're wrong, tell us.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
please,
good.
please. And just know, again, you guys, that we never mean disrespect. We never
No.
mean to be
We have
offensive.
fun, but
Never mean to be offensive. This is just something we kind of do for fun. We understand these are real people, real victims, real lives. But yeah, we welcome all the feedback. So thanks again, and we will see you guys next time.
we'll talk to you later.
Bye. Yamas.